There's my warning. Oh, that's good times. That's good times. Welcome back. It's week 2.
Week 2 preview
Yeah.
show, week 1 recap.
Yeah. So let's not waste everybody's time. Let's just jump right into the games. First game we had. Oh, I should have had a list of the games here. I just have my notes. Okay. Doesn't matter. You want to start with your game?
Sure, that's fantastic. The high point scorer of the week.
Yeah. We should maybe start there. I don't like that you got the high score of the game of the week, but what are we going to do?
Well, it started off with Cooper Kupp having quite the game and just kept rolling from there. So I just got to say, I love Justin Herbert. We don't need to spend too much time, but I was a high point score of the week by 12 over Jay, but 7 over Shane.
Yeah, so you're keeping track of that also now. You're at that level where championship's not enough. You want to outscore everybody every week.
Yeah, just like the Buffalo Bills are trying to go 20-0, it's the same thing. I want the undefeated season.
It's really frustrating. It frustrates me too that you have Dotson on your team.
Oh, the only rookie to score 2 touchdowns?
Yeah, rookie of the year. Dotson already. All right, man.
He looked great. We can go to the next game. No one cares about me. It's fine.
That's true. How about Chad? I thought Chad would beat Shane.
I knew Shane would come through. Yeah. It was the only game with late drama, which was really fun.
That was really fun. What was exciting, Monday Night Football, Chad needed a touchdown from Sutton to win. It was their last drive of the game. Time's running out. And Troy Aikman's like, Sutton one-on-one at the top. He sets the stage, and it's so tense, but then the pass just misses, and Shane holds the lead, and Chad poops the bed.
It's amazing. Actually, I looked through this. He's the only owner of Justin Jefferson in week 1 to take a loss in the entire fantasy football realm. That's the only.
Hopefully, many more to come. You got a shout out by Tony Romo on Sunday, by the way, which I know you didn't see because you weren't watching football.
No, for week 1, I did not watch any games.
No. So Harrison Butker, Chiefs kicker, gets hurt early in the game, and there's like a defensive back that's trying to kick or something. It's not working great. So then at the end of the half, they need a field goal. Harrison Butker comes back on the field, and Tony Romo says, Daniel LaRusso's going to fight.
I got to find this clip. I got to find this clip. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, nobody cares what I was doing, but I did not watch. I watched one football game all week. It was a Thursday night game, which was an awesome game. Thursday night was awesome.
If you're only going to watch one.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you want to go over any more games? You want to talk about the rest?
Well, yeah, I think we should cover. The Rompers playing against the Galloping Ghost, because the Ghost. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but there's a little thing on our website that says management efficiency rating.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
Okay, and if you click on that MER, it shows you what percentage of starters that if you would have played the best lineup, what your score would have been.
Oh, it's the new Brad Moore index.
It's the new Brad Moore index. That's exactly right.
Good.
So the MER is the Brad Moore index. And of the skill players from quarterback to tight end, of all of the players he could have chosen, of those 6 players, Josh only chose one of them that would have been in the starting lineup, which means he's got a really deep and good pinch. He could have beat everybody in the entire week had he played his optimal lineup. The only team he wouldn't have beat was me. But he would have even beat Shane's 125 with the 126.8. So
research.
He's got a huge bench.
Josh's running backs are scary.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to pick the right one every week. It's too many. He has too many good running backs.
He really does. And his wide receivers are fantastic. It's going to be really, really hard for him. It'll be a frustrating year. His team's too good. Too good.
Yeah. They're there's just one little problem with his team.
I don't know what it could be. Let's go to the next game.
Yeah. Well, I played a game. I beat Chris.
Oh, you played this week.
I did.
I didn't even see.
Yeah. My quarterback had some issues. Yeah, there was an opposing wizard up in the stands casting a spell, and he was casting it at one, and they thought it was going for another, but it turns out Snape was trying to save him all along. It was awful. I don't know. I can't explain it. Burrow threw four interceptions, 2 fumbles. It's what are you going to do? I don't know.
Well, what we're gonna do probably is that if you were the commish,
my light.
If production
my Amazon members only light or OnlyFans light.
What's going to happen is that we're going to go back to the days of Randall Cunningham and the Minnesota quarterback that John owned. He won all those titles for.
Culpepper. Yeah.
Dante Culpepper. You're going to try to put in that now no longer do interceptions or fumbles count against you, and that's going to be your new shtick. But actually, did you know that with all of those interceptions and fumbles and sacks, Joe Burrow was the 6th rated earning in points this year, even with all those interceptions?
That's stupid. That's really dumb.
I mean, it's really Dante Culper-esque. It's really nice that you kind of lend that hand to the Hellhounds. That was very, very kind of you.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Burrow is on pace for 68 interceptions this year. And I looked up the record. The record is 42. So he's going to obliterate that record. George Blanda in 1960 threw 42 interceptions.
George Blanda. I think that Hellhounds owned him too. Speaking of the Hellhounds, Hellhounds scored 56.9 points this week.
It's a great year to have John's first round pick yet again.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll put it all together. We'll see. It's a long season. There's a lot.
It's a long, and it was raining in Chicago. Who can say the Trey Lance is not going to?
That wasn't even rain. That was a flood. That was biblical.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. I need to find a computer charger. I'm at 8%. So let's keep going.
Do we have any more games to cover? My computer's gone.
Oh.
I have notes on next week's games.
Okay, we can go on next week's games. Brandon beat his old boss.
Brandon and John. I knew I was forgetting something.
Yeah, Brandon beat his old Josh. Brandon scored 117.6 points, and the Pharisees scored 89 points. And I was so excited about his receivers, but Daryl Mooney in Chicago with that rain just was unable to get much done. And I just want to make sure that we know that the Pittsburgh Steelers scored 28 points this week against, of course, everyone's favorite quarterback, Joe Burrow. And
28 points with 5 turnovers. It's not great.
They were the 10th most points scored in our league this week. Only all quarterbacks, Justin Jefferson, and then the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Just like we all thought.
Exactly.
Just like we all thought. That's good. You want to talk about next week's games?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So we've got. Oh crap! I wish we could just start over. I found my notes now on last week's games.
Oh, would you? We'll look through them. And fill us in. Will I go get my computer plugged in? I wanted everybody to see my Russell Westbrook, my Oregon Duck painting in my office. I'm going to come over here so I can have my computer plugged in though.
Man, nobody is going to watch episode 3.
Oh no,
this is too bad.
What do we miss from your notes?
Patrick Mahomes was 2 points shy of beating Josh's whole team by himself. Josh's guys underperformed, sure, but there's not too many victories to be found when your quarterback's opponent drops 66 on you. I made a joke about Dak being hurt. I don't want to do that anymore. No. Josh's running backs. I'm a Cowboys fan. I want CeeDee Lamb to be on that Justin Jefferson level, but I'm not seeing it. Lamb doesn't get open the way those top guys do. Yeah. That frustrates me. That was going to be on Chris's little section.
Yeah.
Good. On John Mendenhall, I was going to say, he would have covered if the spread was 64 because I thought he would cover. I thought he would cover, but he didn't. So looking ahead, every game this week is an 0-1 versus a 1-0. We could have a 12-way tie.
I love
Next week, it could be a 12-way tie if all the 0-1 teams win.
I love it.
Come on, guys.
Yeah. I got something to root for.
Okay. First one, Jeff -11 versus Chris. What do you got? Or you want to wait for I go so you can just go opposite?
Okay. No. I'm gonna take Patrick Mahomes every week until he loses. I mean, that guy is so special. 5 touchdown passes last week. This week he gets Justin Herbert. What a Thursday night game. I cannot wait.
This is my upset special of the week. I think Chris sneaks up and takes down the Rhinos.
DJ Shark.
All offseason, Jeff was desperate to unload Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs makes Jeff pay. He wants revenge.
Oh, I hate to break it to you, but Chris won't start Josh Jacobs. I mean, he's got Devin Singletary and DJ Shark, Samuel, and CeeDee Lamb in his lineup. So Josh Jacobs is going to be sitting there on the bench scoring 34 points when all he needed was to change. Isn't it going to be amazing all year how we're going to predict someone's lineup change, then they're going to fret about it, not make the change, and we'll see what happens.
Get in their head.
Yeah, I love it.
In your heads. I had Josh -2 versus me, I think was the last line I saw.
Okay, the lines have been updated quite drastically. Right now, the Rhinos are only a 5-point favorite over Mahoney.
Okay.
And if we're looking online right now, because the lines change, as the wind blows.
Yeah, you change your lineup.
Right now, the Ghosts are 8.5-point favorite over Cool Joe Burrow and the Aaron Copeland Cobras.
I think the Cobras lose by about 5. So I don't know. I don't think Josh covers, but I mean, he's on pace to be sacked 119 times.
Well, he's playing against Dallas this week, but Derek Carr is playing against Arizona, and Arizona gave up 5 touchdown passes last week.
Arizona might be the worst team in the West.
They might be.
The entire West.
I'm going to take the Ghosts to cover and win. I think Derek Carr has a huge night, and I think that Mike Williams gets back on the 2-3 touchdowns on the Thursday night game against the Chiefs. So I think he's gonna have a huge game for Mike Williams.
No, let's not have that. Let's not do that. Yeah,
well,
he's not. Okay, I had J -1 versus Chad. What's that line now?
Right now, that line moved to Chad being a 1.5-point favorite over the defending champs and 1-0 J-Bond Gridiron Vipers.
Wow. Well, I think Chad delivers Jay's first loss of the year. I think Chad delivers Jay's first loss since December.
Oh my gosh.
Jay's on a run. Jay hasn't lost since December. I looked it up.
Well, that's true.
I don't trust his quarterbacks.
I think Jay Bond's going to win. I'm going to pick Jay until he loses. Jonathan Taylor, Gabriel Davis, Jamar Chase, and then the Cleveland Browns are home against the New York Football Jets. And I just think that there's no way even Zach Wilson's, mom's friends can't stop the Cleveland Browns from winning that game. So I'm gonna think Jay's gonna win. Pull that out.
We hope the earth just swallows up that stadium, just takes those teams out of our lives. Maybe.
Oh man, Jets.
I don't know. Jonathan Taylor and Jamar Chase, they cover up a lot of cavities, but man, Chad's receivers are nasty too. Oh, Chad's rolling Devontae and Justin Jefferson out there. Sutton is his third.
But I mean, good stuff. I mean, it's an amazing team. Like he picked up Jeff Wilson this week on waivers.
Is that Chad?
Yeah, Chad.
Well, Chad needs running back help. His running backs are.
He does. But man, I tell you what, when you're having Cortland Sutton on your bench and he needs to be there, that's impressive. I mean, that's it's amazing. Yeah.
So
still think Jay wins.
Huh? Yeah. Is Shane still a 5-point favorite?
No. Somehow Shane is now an 18.5-point favorite over the Hellhounds. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was lineup changes or what, but RT has Shane as an 18.5-point favorite.
I love Saquon already this year, and AJ Brown is on. He had 10 catches in the first half.
Yeah.
So if Shane's rolling out Josh Allen, Saquon, and AJ Brown like that, that's a tough out. That's a tough out. I don't know what John's going to do. John, he'll make some moves, but.
Well, his big move was he's sitting Trey Lance and he's starting Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins, of course, is throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson. So,
right. Yeah.
But Travis Etienne and Kamara, they just don't. That if you're just, I think I gotta go with. I think Shane's going to cover the 18.5. I think the Hellhounds are going to get off to a 0-7, 0-8 start. And I think that draft pick's just going to keep climbing every week up towards the number 1 pick.
What week does John play Brad?
I don't think Brad's in the league anymore.
Oh, I don't know when that win's going to come then.
Okay, the next game.
All right, we got 2 more games.
Yeah.
Let's do yours last. Let's do Brandon and Jeremy.
Okay,
I had Brandon -1. What is that still?
Brandon -0.5 currently on the RT site.
I think Brandon covers, and I think he beats Jeremy. McCaffrey versus Cook is going to be really fun to watch, though. Those two guys are beasts. I wish I had both of them. So, I mean, McCaffrey's healthy for a few weeks, so isn't he?
Yeah. I mean,
is he already hurt? Okay.
No,
good.
I don't think he's he had that little shin issue, but I mean, they covered that up. Brandon Whiteside has Taysom Hill. He won Taysom Hill for $12 today in the waiver wire. Taysom Hill, Jameis Winston's going to get hurt one of these days, and Brandon's going to have Taysom Hill
quarterback
in his tight end spot, and he's going to get like 60 points because he's not going to start the game at quarterback. He's going to start the game at tight end, take over, and throw multiple touchdowns for Brandon. It's going to be one of the great controversies in the league future. I can see it right now. And then the question is going to be, how does Chris as commissioner handle that kind of drama in future week? Does Brandon get to start a quarterback at the tight end spot?
It's going to be really, I'm going to make some popcorn and watch, because I can't wait to not have to be involved with that.
It's like the year that Ty Montgomery was a wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers, the year I won my first title, and I got to play him he was a full-time running back, and I got to play him at wide receiver.
Yeah, he was running.
Josh Weiss still is mad about that right now. Okay, last game.
One more. Jason and John.
Yeah. My pastor and friend.
16.5 point favorite.
21 point favorite heading into Thursday night. 21 point favorite. And John's got most of the Bears offense. He starts the most of the Bears offense. The thing about this is that the Hellhounds are so bad that John may be trying to get the number 1 pick, but he might not be able to. I mean, he's just like, he's openly starting most of the Bears offense. I mean, it's can somebody trade John Cole Kmet? No, John already has Cole Kmet. John's got ready. 3. He's got a running back, a wide receiver, and a tight end for the Bears. John, I mean, Rodgers looks terrible. It's going to be a surprise if John doesn't pick up the Bears defense to start on Sunday night. No one in the history of our league has started 4 Bears players since the Walter Payton era.
It's never happened. Sweetness.
Okay. I want to say one thing about the pick standings. The Cobras, the Hellhounds, and Brandon all picked 10 wins this week and lead the picks.
We all get that tie, though. I don't like having that tie in there.
Yeah. Well, it means that somehow the Russell Sweat Sox and Chris, the commissioner, they have all losses, all 16 losses. They didn't even get the tie. They did not even get the tie.
Oh, no tie for you. You didn't.
No tie. They didn't pick a winner, so they didn't even get the tie, which seems unkind to me. I think they should at least have the 1 tie. So
that'd be fair.
And then,
Chris could gift it to himself.
That's right. Did you see that after only 10 out of 12 teams, only 2 teams are left in the survivor pool?
I forgot there's a survivor pool. I'm ragging on them for forgetting the picks. I forgot there's a survivor pool. Congratulations to those 2 teams.
You didn't pick anybody. So it's me. It's me with Baltimore, and it's the Hellhounds picked Buffalo week 1, and that's the only 2 survivors.
Wow. So Hellhound's alive in both contests. He's number 1 in both.
That's exactly right. So I wanted to cover that. Any surprises on the waiver wire pickup this today that you wanted to mention?
I thought it was a real bland waiver wire run. Some of it went high, but we've got a lot of money in there, so you got a lot of budget. It's all right. No big deal.
Every once in a while, and we're gonna have to maybe try to remember some great free agent or some tragic free agent pickups from years past. So
that'll be fun. And let's do a special guest next week.
Oh, that'd be a great idea. I also wanted to commemorate 9/11, the 21st anniversary, by remembering that it was Brett Dawkins who started a player on bye the week that the NFL did not play and lost that player. Who was it?
Keyshawn Johnson.
That's exactly right. So Commissioner Aaron Copeland dropped a player from Brett's team because he played him on a bye, not realizing that he was not playing because of 9/11. and how much real dollars was paid for Keyshawn Johnson in the auction
I
next
have
week?
no memory there. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But he was furious, and I was an a-hole about it. So
I'm gonna call Brett Dawkins on my way home and remind him and try to remember how much Keyshawn Johnson went for in the auction, and we'll bring that to you next week.
yes, I'm
on
sure
the
they'll be on
recap
pins
pod.
and needles.
Yeah,
The two people still watching are pins and needles.
yeah, for sure.
All right, see you, man. Good job.
Hey, thanks, bud. Hey, worst of luck this week on your game.
Oh, go screw yourself.